Good morning, coaches. I would like to present now as a coaching clinic one-on-one offensive skills. Because I prefer that we are doing this when we are separately, without players. This is like introduction. Because after this, there will be break and then players will come and we will done this with the player. So I'm waiting for my slides and then I will start with this presentation. Because what I notice very often when I'm following some practices, that coaches are taking coaching clinic on the court, that they are speaking too much. We need to speak shortly, exactly what is necessary to do, and then making with players practice, not coaching clinic. So as you can see, one-on-one offense from teaching basketball. This is one book, and from Coaches Education Platform. This Coaches Education Platform, as Laszlo explained to you, is really great tool now for coaches. Very useful, because there are text, diagrams, and videos. And so you can take your phones, you can show to the players videos and so on. In these times, young people, and not only, like these tools in this way, that they can see videos. So let's go on. As you can see, there is one skill above all others, which players need to learn, and of course, we coaches need to learn how to teach. It is applied equal to offense and defense. Last week I was working on defense, today offense. Simply, it is ability to gain an advantage in order to beat their opponent. This is the first challenge, to beat my opponent in one-on-one situation, in offense and in defense too. So as I said 1 week ago, we are attacking also in defense. When opponents get the ball, we are attacking. We are not passive, but we are attacking to beat my opponent. So one-on-one is the essence of the basketball game. And the 5-on-5 can be considered as a sum of one-on-one with the ball and one-on-one without the ball situation. It is not only one-on-one when I have the ball. It's also one-on-one when I am without the ball. So work well on one-on-one with the ball principles. That means when I have the ball, and one-on-one with the passer. That means my teammate has the ball, I am without the ball, and I need to get open to receive the ball and then play one-on-one. This is also important. In this way, we create live situation, ball situation. So playing one-on-one on offense means to put ourselves in condition to receive the ball and attacking the basket. This must be first idea, attack the basket, to have a shot if I'm in the shooting range, or have a penetration. Very often happens that players on the wing, they receive the ball from this direction and they are looking there. No, it is always important to turn and to watch and to see basket and attack at least with the vision. So every time when you have the ball, you need to be in danger. So there are 4 types of one-on-one. We have a so-called dynamic one-on-one. and I will explain after that everything. Static 101. Dribbling 101 and near the basket 101. So let's start first with dynamic. This is the first concept what we want that players keep in mind. To play one-on-one moving, that means dynamic and not steady position, in static. So always coming to receive the ball and then playing and so on. That's especially important for the younger player, for the beginners. Too often we can see that players have the ball and they start to play static one-on-one, when defender is here and so on. No, let's start with dynamic one-on-one. Because in case, after receiving the ball, the offensive player realizes that he or she or his defender is late, so I receive the ball in some way, and my defender is late. So in this case, I need to exploit this advantage. Okay? That means if I'm inside of my shooting range, then I need to shoot. Now, if defender is coming on me, then I need to beat him or her in penetration, in drive. So in this way, there is possibility to initiative right after receiving the ball. So we need to be immediately active when we are receiving the ball. Players, when they receive the ball, they need to look for the possibilities which are. The defender is definitively late. You can imagine, no, from this graphic. Ball is coming to the player who is coming to in the middle, because somebody was making give and go and going away. So player 3, here is missing player 1, no? So 3 is coming up, and defender 3 is late. So catch the ball and shoot. You will see after that on and pressing. Of course, maybe not for three-pointer, but coming here, this is guard layups, we call this. In this position, guard need to shoot immediately, always, if defender is late. Let's go on. The defender recovers. So defender is coming out, making close out, catch the ball with the idea of shooting. I need to have idea of shooting. So-called shot fake. So defender will come closer to me, and then I will attack with crossover, direct step, and so on. But again, have initiative. Receive the ball, player is coming. And of course, as I said, and beat the defender who is running to you with a drive. So usually, we are attacking close out with drive, because he is moving in front, I'm moving in this direction, and I have chance to beat him. Okay? This is situation what we often see on the court. The defender who are guarding the player who is not offensive threat, who is not able to shot there, they are going back. And they don't defend him or her because he's too far away and so on. What we need to do, we need to instruct the players to shoot when it's not guarded. Of course, not from here, because this is out of shooting range. But when they are in shooting range and they are alone, they need to shoot. But of course, if somebody is not able still, then can happen many problems. Loss of confidence. No? If my players leave me and I am alone, and I in any way shoot, and I'll miss, I will lose my confidence. And that will have also negative influence on the game results and also on the reaction of my teammates. What are you doing? No? But this is also tactical challenge what coaches on the higher level are doing. Leave him, he is not a good shooter, so go to help. No? And somebody say, yeah, but I was alone. Yeah, you were alone because your defender was not going to you. I'm talking about higher level, not about kids. So, what to do? What should we ask of the player in this situation? You can see, no? Number 3, defender is away from offensive player number 3. This is ball is coming, he is there, and I'm here. What to do? As one, the first point is to stress is to need for working on improving shoot. And here is possibility. Many baskets, many shooting machine, and so on. So players have a great chance to improve shooting. On practices. 2, pass and reverse. That means reverse the ball. And at the same time, cut to the basket. So I receive the ball, I pass, and I cut immediately. Because my defender is away from me. No? Here is not necessary neither set up my defender. Why? Because he is far away. So I pass, and especially this move. Pass and make a same step and go here in front of him. And I will receive the ball open here. Because in this case, defender X3 will be late. We in this prevent the defender from having the time to position in a proper denied position. He's not in position to do this. And offensive player can easily receive the ball near the basket. But now another thing is here important. Players number 1, he or she need to watch this situation. What happened again? Players receive on this position, they are looking to pass to the player who will come. No, it is necessary to look the basket. For one-on-one, or pass. No? And this is again mistakes, very often what we need to correct. So I believe that it is clear, no? And second possibility will be then, but you will see on the next slide, when I pass, when I receive and my defender is far away of me, I pass and I go immediately to make a screen. This is second possibility. And you know, now again, this defender will be late to help on this on-ball screen. No? So these are situations when players are going away. So this was mostly according to the dynamic one-on-one. So if you have any questions about this, ask me, because now when he will come, we will go on. Yeah, this is now. Doing so, the offensive player will keep the initiative on the defense in respect of offensive principles. This is important because players cannot stay. They need to move or cut or make a screen. Asking, no, now we will go on with static one-on-one. This is the second step, and for the higher level players, not for the beginners immediately. It is used when the player who is getting open and receive the ball realize that his or her defender is in good position. Defender is in correct position, Thank you. Good position, and then in this position is starting 101. I receive the ball, I'm in starting one position. Again, immediately after receiving the ball, the player should put himself, herself, in the triple threat position. You know all what means triple threat. To be danger for the shot, for the penetration, and pass. This is triple threat. And he or she should move the opponents. In what way? In order to do this, to move defender, it's necessary to make a short jab step, so-called jab step. Short, as I put there, half step only. Not long, but short. Because we want the defender believes that he must stop a drive. So this, to make a fake in this way, not this, it's not useful, but try to go close to the defender. You will see after that with the player. For the correct execution of jab step, some details are very important. As you can see, one, step length. It should be neither too short, this is not jab step, and neither, of course, too long, which prevent further movement in other direction. And not too quick, not too quick. The defender didn't react. So, short step, convinced him, because now there will be important how to go on. Static balance. If I make too long step, I'm out of static balance. If I stay close, as I can see in some occasion, I don't have good static balance. So, one of the young players' common mistake is to exaggerate the jab step length. And these moves bring them out of balance and make it impossible to move toward a new direction. No? This, a new direction, a crossover step, and go to another step, or the stride step and go in the same direction with explosiveness, because it's not possible to do. So be careful about this when you are teaching kids how long this jab step should be. As I said before, jab step has a purpose to draw a reaction of defender, and the choice of the drive or the shot, the offensive player take with depending on the defensive reaction. This reaction may take place in the three different ways. Very often happened that players are able to do only one thing, and they decide in advance what they will do. And then another one, that they are not able to do with weak hand. They are mostly doing with a strong hand. Also on the level under 18, there are still some players who are not able to do with a weak hand. They need to use both hands. And let's go, the first thing, the defender does not react to the jab step. In this case, offensive player should drive in the same direction. Now, I make a short and defender don't react. I make dump and go in the same direction. This is so kind of stride drive. We need to be careful about this because traveling happens very often from this move. But if we don't raise pivot foot, then this is everything okay. And in the teaching progress, we are usually use two dribble and then we avoid traveling. Defender step back. I have the ball, my defender step back. After the jump step, I notice this, I make a balance and I raise. I go up and make a shot. Okay? This is the second thing, shot. Defender make a lateral slide. From this, I make a jump step. This, what now this means? I make this jump step and now bring the ball over and cross over and go to another side. And now I need left hand. Hop, hop, and left hand. Step and crossover. In static negative, in static 101, there is one very negative tendency. The players hold the ball too long, and that's giving the defense advantage. They are taking the ball, they are making different fakes, other players are staying, and so on. And from this you can understand, if you want to play with all players together, then ball must go on, and we are looking for the dynamic one-on-one. Because to be able to play static one-on-one, it is necessary above average physical, technical, and individual tactical skills. If the players don't have this physical, technical, and individual tactical skills above the average, then it's difficult to play static one-on-one. Dribbling one-on-one. That means when the player brings the ball over in fast break situation, against the press defense, against the half-court defense, and there is not open teammates, then we use dribble. I insist on my positive experience with the players, and I like a lot when point guard receives the ball and looking first in front, and if teammates is open, pass in front. No? Immediately to another player. But unfortunately, today's players abuse dribble. They are dribbling too much. But in some occasion it's necessary. So anyway, players need to improve the dribbling on the high level, but use less as possible. Because if I don't have nobody to pass in front, then I need to beat my opponent with dribble. With dribble. Full court, half court. Too often, the ball handler does not attack the defense. Just handle the ball. Dribble and handle the ball. No, attack the defense. As we want the defense attack the offensive player, but attack. Basketball is very attacking type of game. And the goal is aim to the opponent and beat him or her. Directly on him and beat him. Not this move, but move directly on the player and go and beat him. And as I said, the dribble technique and other fundamentals become not important, but very important. Because the solutions are different, depending on whether the ball handler is on the open court or on the half court situation. In the first case, that means that ball handler is in the open court. The goal is beating her defender and going to the hoop. If there is an outnumber situation, or pass the ball to the open teammate in better position. For example, I steal the ball. I need to dribble fast as possible to come and to attack the hoop on another side. With one detail. Go in front and defender is behind me, so I can take a charge, defensive foul, not to going on the side, the defender is coming and stop me. I'm talking about higher level. But again, passing the ball to an open teammate in a better position. If I see somebody in front, I need to pass. I must pass. In the second case, half court, no, ball is already on the half court. The goal is scoring with a jumper, or drive to the basket. Today, players are going to often only till the basket, inside. They start in under 14 or also before to drive inside. No, it is necessary that we are teaching them also to use a pull-up jumper. Coming inside, jump, and go up. And also beating the defensive help with a pass to an open teammate. Dribble drive. This is not topic today. But also in the situation when we are playing dribble drive, first of all, one-on-one attacking to bring defender to help me, and then kick out. Then pass to another player. In dribble drive situation, we can see very often that they are driving in direction to the player and not to the basket. And they are looking to pass because we are playing dribble drive. No, attack the basket first. Again, dribbling, to play dribbling one-on-one, the ball handler must watch the defender reaction, as always. First, if defender jams, what that means jams? Attack, come closer to me. This is jams. Step back, and retreat, dribble back. And then attack again. No? What happened? Defender jams and attack. And this is afraid for offensive player. He pick up the ball and he has no problem because he has a problem with pivoting and so on. No. When defender is coming closer to you, jams you, dribble, step back, and retreat dribble. And then attack in the same way or change direction and so on. Anticipate his or her move if he or she lost balance. If you see that he's lost balance, attack him on this side and use this. What happens if defender step back? Defender is close and step back. What is passive defense then? Now again, aim at him to draw his next reaction. Again, on him to draw his next reaction, and then you will use this advantage. And hesitate. Hesitate for a moment, hesitation, to make him or her take initiative. So he needs to come something, to do something, and then react. Of course, second thing is crossover or change direction or spin dribble too. Associate to a change of pace. Too often they are making always in the same rhythm. No, they need to change pace. They need to change speed. And one suggestion, Never go to the spin move, rolling, so-called rolling, close to the middle line to give a chance to double team, and neither in the corner, both corner. Can be here, and we will do this also. And I make a rolling, spin move, and come to the basket. This is what I said before. Guards should learn to beat the opponent with a dribble and then stop for the 3 to 4 meter jumper. Who are working with youth, with young players, start teaching them from the beginning. I know that in the under 14 it's easier to come till the end, but under 16 will be more difficult, under 18 more difficult, and in the senior level neither possible to come to the end always. So, stop and jumper, pull-up jumper. So we have now this dribble situation in one-on-one. 2 penetrate to the middle, in direction to the basket, and 1 is making spacing, and then 2 need first to stop inside for a second, stop inside, because it is always, very often possibility to receive the ball again in, and then go out, and then go out. To have an extra pass and to finish. So inside, these are always orienteers. Paint, inside, and 3-point line. Near the basket. The 4th type of one-on-one. The principles are the same as for the players who are facing the basket. Some adjustment is necessary, but principles are the same. The goal is playing against the defense, always. When you are away from the ball, the principles are the same as for the perimeter players. I'm away from the ball, close to the basket, near the basket. My defender is away, ball is there, contact, and I come up. I come up. This is the first getting open move. Defender, anticipate me, fake up, backdoor cut. The same. Less space, but it's nothing change. So, in this case, if you're open, ask for the ball, receive it. If you overplayed, cut backdoor. And play with the high-low rules. I will show you also this situation. This is very important. Ball is coming up. I'm looking for the position to receive this ball inside. Because the best way to post up is in the semicircle, here. This is the best way. Here is no offensive foul. Here I'm close to the basket. I don't need nothing else as a footwork, pivoting, to finish. Fake maybe, yes, of course, fakes. But I don't need dribble. It's not useful neither to have to dribble inside because players are coming. And then, of course, this player will pass inside to me and I can finish inside. This is high-low rule. In the movement near the basket, receiving the ball will likely be under defensive pressure. Therefore, it is good to teach players to use the body. Not only to protect the ball, but also taking advantage out of contact. Offense want contact. because when you have a contact, you can feel where to move. Conquer one side. Defense usually don't want contact. How often you have seen the center in offense is here, he's looking contact, and another player defender is going away. In some occasion, this offensive player is coming down on the floor because he lost balance. But anyway, take advantage of the contact. Near the basket, this situation. When players, these are numbers only, but it's anyway, also for the perimeter players is the same. In motion offense, what we were doing here with under 16 also, I insist, and we insist always when players who is cutting under the basket is stopping for a second inside. Cupping inside and look for the ball here first. And then coming out and going on. Because here is advantage. You can have a protection of the rim, and you can receive the ball in the position where you can score easily. So receiving the ball with stop right after the rim, lets the player use the basket itself as a further protection from the defense. In the case of receiving the ball away from the basket, the first goal is to receive the ball for a jumper. I'm coming away from the basket and I receive the ball. First thing is, again, to shoot if I'm alone, of course. If defender is not coming out. If defender is coming out, shot fake, the same as the perimeter players. And then beat defender with penetration. And of course, very important, calling the ball with the hand away from the defender. Defender is denying me here. I need to look for the ball here, where, in the left hand in this case, where I have this. No? Away from the defender. And opposite. Ball is there. My defender is this side. I look away from the defender. Away. So let's see now these really very basic things to do, because in the beginning it's important that we are doing basic things, one, and counter move, another one. Static, getting open near the basket. As you can see, an offensive player must work against the defensive player. And if defensive player is overplaying to the middle, then I'm looking to receive the ball that I can attack to the baseline. Protect myself here with the elbow, here with the hand, and try to receive. Can be also lateral position. Can be back to the basket, and this is another position to see. Both things have advantage, some advantage. If I'm open, I can see also another side to immediately reverse the ball. If I'm to the back, I can attack both sides immediately. So my chest now in this case, 5, is turning to the baseline. Very simple again, it's not necessary to explain a lot. If defender is defending baseline, then seal him, not allowed to go over you, and receive the ball inside. To be with the chest to the half court line. And of course, also this. When defender is fronting, overplaying fronting, call for the lob pass, and put the back to the baseline. Be in this position and wait for this maybe lob pass from this side. In some occasion now, of course, it's not easy to do this because help side will come. Help side will come. But anyway, for draw situation high-low, I need to look for this with my hip, protect myself, because there will be high-low rule. Pass from here, here, boom, and up. No, it is not on, but you can imagine. Not here, pass here, and then inside. I put here, call with the ball, with hand away from the defender. Defender is in front of me. This is away. And my elbow is here. But can be also raise both hands, especially because it's necessary to protect from the defender with the hip, and not pushing. So can be also two hands and receive the ball. Like in the situation when defender is completely behind, then I can put also elbows out and I'm looking for the ball with two hands. Now players on the position near the basket has the ball. How to do and how to realize now the situation. There are many possibilities, possible movement, starting back to the basket. But in the beginning, it is better to contain the number of movement, not to put immediately too many movement inside. And then step by step, put another one and so on. In beginning, it's important to tell to the players, just read the defense. Very simple. Defense overplay the middle. I receive the ball here. I need to watch over my shoulder. This is the first, to have a more vision as possible. And if I can see the defender is here, drop step, power move, and layup, and power shot. Of course, if defender is taking away my baseline, he's closing baseline because they push to the middle, then again, I watch here. Here is no defender. Now I'm going to the middle and finish with hook shot. Jump hook. To the middle and jump hook. Defender play behind. When the player on the post position receives the ball and the defender player backs off, as before. I receive, my defender is going away, so in this case, I receive the ball, I make reverse pivot and watch basket. I make reverse pivot this side, front pivot, and I look at the basket. And using the same principle as for the perimeter players. When defender, so that means, no, or shot if he is not coming or she out, with arms down, shot over him. Short corner. Short. If defender is pushing behind, what is also happened, defender, then offensive player need to use this contact and play against defender and using his contact. beating opponent, creating an advantage. There are many highly skilled players who literally seems to have the ball on the string, but who lack the ability to beat their opponent. You can see a lot of ball handlers who are doing this, but they are not able to beat their opponent. Whether it is getting open to receive a pass, avoiding a defender boxing out, blocking out, in order to get offensive rebound, or dribbling past the defender, winning the one-on-one contest within basketball is fundamental to success. So it is necessary always to have initiative. Accordingly, coaches must include contested element in each practice. So always competition, always looking how to compete. So that players will develop this skill, which is necessary. It is much more mindset in the head as it is as a physical skill. So to think about this always, I need to beat my opponent. Footwork advantage. Whenever offensive or defensive players, whichever players get her foot in front, the opponent has the preferable position. So, especially on the low post position, particularly in the post play, it is very important that we can see pushing, holding, but looking for the foot advantage. This is the first thing. Who has foot advantage will be in advantage. Taking the advantage is attack the hip. Do you remember? I said, when you are penetrating, attack the hip. Go too close to hip and not far away, because defender can come. And combination of moves. You have different moves. Check, move in one side, direction change, another way. So, but be always in the way that you are not making too quickly these changes. We need that the defender is reacting. Changing pace, I said, I'm talking always about this. It's not always in the same pace. Players today are very fast, but maybe it's useful also to change pace. And move backwards to go forwards again. I said, go backwards and go forward. Especially when there is situation for double team or tapping. You see this, go back. Can be pick and roll situation, defense, or in the corner. So move backwards to go forward. Contact. Basketball is not volleyball. Basketball is contact sport. And so often contact results in a foul. However, some contacts are not calling as a foul. So use this, because offensive players, when he's going to the layup, for example, they are afraid of contact. And they go away. And in this way, they get the chance to defender to stop this. But no, go to contact, go up, and look for the score with the foul. Of course, we cannot make offensive foul, but anyway, go close to the defender. And walk away from the fight, because, yeah, we need to fight. As some older athletes, players are always in fight, pushing, and so on. it is useful sometimes going away so defender is forgotten on me, and then I attack again. For us, it's really important, especially which we are doing with the young players, that we are saying to the players, reads, not rules. Because the defender will tell you what to do. That's the reason why we prefer to do with the young teams not so many set plays, but motion offense, which is preferable offense initially with a young player. Because in motion offense, they need to read, and the defender will tell to them what to do. So there are some things on this video there. I don't know, yes, you can see now. Playing need to be learned to use their skills. Always playing till the basket, not stopping when she missed and she jump again.
Good. 1-0. That's it.
These are Australian girls, Australia,
good.
because
Nice step through.
Australia Association prepared this. So there are now some drills, some activities. I will go this through after that on the court, so it's not necessary to watch now. You will see there. Maybe I will show you only full court drills in these 2 minutes, what I have. Other things we will go on the court, because we will not use full court. We will use only half court for the reason of recording and so on. Okay, this is one-on-one finishing. So players are on the midline, and offensive player, pair one, start first. Can go to the right basket to the left basket, and defender need to react. So we have advantage. Because defender don't know where to go. But not to change direction. When one time is going there and then another, and then rotate, and then next pair is starting, and so on. Then this is also very nice drill. I'm defender. I roll the ball to my opponents, and I sprint back to the half court. I take position. You can also go with hands down. The offensive player is coming in full sprint, and then we play one-on-one. Again, reaction. I'm coach. I throw the ball on the basket. Two offensive players are jumping. And who take a rebound is going to one side, can choose to one side of a coach. And another player is defensive player now, need to go opposite side. And so offensive player has again advantage. one-on-one from the half court, finishing, defender picking up the ball, going, making out-of-bound pass to two, and real situation. Offensive player number one is now defender. So he sprint immediately back and pick up the player number two. And of course, player two pass to the corner, in the corner, and then one-on-one without the ball. Cutting and so on. So you will have and found also this in on these pages, but with these activities we will do on the court. And now only this video. To the baseline, to the baseline. Now, again. This is lob pass. She take one hand up. Okay. These are activities of perimeter players. Two ball shooting. Ball handling, pass with one hand, shoot, get open. Okay, so it's 11 and 1 minute, and 1 minute over, sorry. You have a break now, 15 minutes, and then players will come and we will go on with the player. Thank you.